So we're just winging. Right, Baldy's versus Bowens. So I've come down to Bowens Pie Shop and we're not doing a versus. We are literally going to eat each other's pies, talk pie, promote each other. This is what this is all about. And you can see what the products are. So let's crack on.
Alex, what pies have I got here, mate?
So we've got a Christmas pot dinner, which is belly pork. It's got a load of sauteed veg for it, carrot, leek, onion, potato. It's in a pork fat bechamel with some stuffing folded through it, and then it's got a Cumberland sausage and panko and charcoal on top. And then you've got a Ras El Hanout chicken curry, which is all chicken thigh. And then you've got the award-winning Big Jim, which is beef, bone marrow, truffle, caramelised onions, confit garlic and herbs, pistachio crumb.
Which one cut in first?
I'd say pork dinner, but what have I got?
What have you got, mate? Mine isn't as fancy. Okay, so we've got the traditional Lancashire butter pie, which is caramelised butter, just normal potatoes, going down, dead simple recipe, a little bit of salt and pepper. We've got our award-winning chunky steak, obviously not as award-winning as yours.
Hey, award-winning is award-winning.
Maybe British chunky steak, again, really simple recipe, just our own gravy, a little bit of onion in there, and just a nice, diced chunky steak.
The thing is, I think if you do traditional like well, it's unreal.
That's what I mean, we just keep it really simple, quality is higher here, you know, more than sort of your grapes and stuff like that. We just really try and sort of like a good pie, a good price, we just try and stick in the middle. And then we've got pretty much our favourite, which is meat and potato.
Proper meat and potato.
It's just a proper meat and potato. It's 95 VL diced again, British, just chunks of potatoes, again, a little bit of salt and pepper, a few onions, and that's it. It's just a real classic meat and potato.
Right then, let's dig in.
Let's
get excited. What shall I go first? Any?
Oh. Well, I'm going to go for your Christmas dinner.
Yeah, Christmas dinner.
I mean, put that open. Oh my days, let me just show you that.
You can be in if you want, come on.
So obviously for me, Alex is like a large producer of pies. This would take us ages, and I can see now the time that it must take you to make, like how much man hours in this pie. You know, obviously we see that the price difference between mine and yourself, you can see straight away just looking at that for me, there is so much in this pie, it's unbelievable.
There's a lot of it into it, like, and there's a lot of cooking time, but everything is safe. Oh wow, look at that. Right, so we've got butter pie. Smells really good.
I've got to be honest, mate.
Better than the turkey one.
Yeah, the turkey one. This is the best way I can describe it. Is like which I described in the pie. It's like you're having a full meal wrapped in pastry. That's the only way I can describe it. That you've got so many different flavours. You know, I would say that is more like an art of a pie. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a lot going on there, and every credit to you, mate. It's real nice.
Mega mate.
Good.
Season. Well, I think the problem is sometimes when you go to pie shops, is you'll get meat and potato, for instance, or butter pie. You don't taste them. Like, all it takes is just a bit of seasoning, and this is bang on.
You Barley pie?
About 10. I think what you're not remembering is that I'm not. What's the best way to say it? I'm not a day-to-day place, and when I started, I didn't want to be day-to-day. I wanted to do something a bit more special. So I might see my customers once a week on the different days. Some of it for 3 days, or I might see them for a treat if they're having a treat, or they've got family around. A lot of people have like a Baldy night, and that's kind of the market that I was going towards. But for an everyday pie, an everyday pie, it's like top tier. You know, mums on seats is what you want, because you're doing absolute quantity, aren't you?
That's what I mean. Obviously, we supply Man City, we supply Everton, we supply lots of large people. You've seen in the size of the bakery, huge. the money that we invest, you know, you've got to sort of really keep a good eye. You know, for us to do this, we couldn't afford to do it.
Basically. No, totally get that. I think that's why you get a lot of artisan places that are small because you couldn't produce that in mass. It's too difficult,
but you could.
Yeah, daily process. Yeah.
And again, you need highly qualified chefs to produce that. Yeah, that's
but to be on a large scale and produce this is amazing. Like I said, I think a lot of places they just mistaste something. So I mean, how many pies you make a week?
30 to 40,000.
So when you're making 40,000, that still tastes like that, like at top tier. Unreal.
Well, let's go for pie number 2. So this is the
Razel Panu curry. It's a little bit small amount of spice. I know it's medium amount of spice, but small amount of spice.
I'm a chicken korma man. I know it's really bad, and like everyone always takes the mick out of me. I have chicken korma, but yeah, that's my spice level.
That's your spice. And this was chunky steak, wasn't it?
Again, you can see a lot of colour in there. You okay, folks? There is a hell of a lot of colour in there, right? Like, it's so bright.
It's very curry-like, isn't it?
It's very...
The good thing is as well, I think whenever you do a curry pie, the pastry takes on the colour, so you get all the pastry gets that nice sort of orangey.
It's got real.
Yeah.
And I think you've done well. The problem that I find with chicken, when we really chicken, it always kind of breaks down. So a lot of people will say, oh, there's not a lot of chicken in it because it breaks.
Of course.
It's always breaking down. Now, looking at yours, mate, it's
Well, again, when you're making 40,000 pies, you can't cook the same way I would cook when I'm doing X amount.
That's it. Obviously, as well, you know, your hand filling, you can keep it.
Yeah.
We have to do it machine.
I don't even weigh mine. I just I'm straight in. When it looks right, I'm like, right. So I'm on chunky steak
now.
now.
You've got chunky steak there, mate.
Alright then, so let's just have a quick look at this. So this is one of your best sellers?
It's one of our top sellers.
Award winning?
Award winning. We've won quite a few golds in the British Pie Awards with that one. Again, just simple pie. It's our dearest pie, but that's because beef price is just crazy at the moment. As you'll know.
That is what I want when I get a steak pie. Pie shop like that. And again, seasoned well. The steak's beautiful, gravy's nice, pastry's beautiful. I might actually eat all this.
No, I'm going to get this curry. If I start sweating, just dab me.
Hello.
Not too spicy.
No.
It's quite a light curry.
Yeah.
I make the curry sauce with coconut milk.
Don't get me wrong, it's got a tang, but it's not like anything more than a secret. I start sweating.
Yeah.
I can't feel myself
You know
sweating.
my brother's like, butter chicken man, korma. A little bit of spice and he's done.
That's delicious.
How'd you enjoy it?
No, it's good. Like, again, you crumb.
Crumbs curried as well.
Is that like, I'm getting like, obviously like, the crunch, the pastry, and then it's like, it's almost 3 meals in one. Not 3 meals, yeah. It's just, there's a lot going on in my mouth and it's
Yeah, so there is madras curry powder, turmeric, tea curry powder, butter, panko, herbs, a bit of garlic puree, and a little bit of smoked paprika that come on top. That's just a crumb that. And then obviously all the bits through the chicken. Whenever I do a pie as well, I always make a sauce to go with it, so because I sell pie sauce.
Yeah.
And I think people forget sometimes that making your own sauces is also a big job. You know, I make a stock pig's feet, beef bones, chicken carcass, loads of garlic, loads of herbs, loads of different bits in there. That goes in my oven for 24 hours and it's reduced for half a day until you get my 2-day gravy. But then if I make a lamb pie, I make a lamb stock and a lamb gravy, so on and so on. If I make a chicken pie, I'll take all the chicken fat out of cooking the chickens and then I'll make a sauce from that base. So everything's utilised, even the fat from like cooking my beef shin. I'll skim it, set it, and I'll use that for the next sort of beef shin that I do instead of using oil. And that'll be lost.
How long would your process take on the fire?
So chicken's probably a bit quicker than, so it'd probably take me a day to make my chicken pies from start to finish, and then things like anything that I'm doing with beef or pork, whatever I'm braising for a long amount of time, it's a 2-day process.
Right.
So long time, yeah, because the beef's in the oven so it gets marinated for 24 hours, then it gets roasted for an hour and a half, then it gets braised for 18, and then obviously picked down, sauce boiling through, pied up. So big jobs. And I totally get, like when we were chatting about this before, like you're probably doing a 4-hour cook on beef, aren't you?
Yeah.
Because again, you're doing massive, you know, you've got to smash through it like that.
Yeah.
I've got a little bit more time, and that's why I can use a small amount of pies a week. If I tried to produce, God, over 500, 600 pies a week, I'd be like, no sleep, just like constantly up, job done, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's nice to see this process as well, because as a chef, like you never go into sort of a factory setting, if you like. Everything's made in-house, cooked, blah blah. So to see like the actual work that goes into this, like you were saying, all the accreditations you've got, the amount of paperwork you have to do, the investment in the equipment, because some of them things in there are more than a fucking house. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot to it. You know, staff and everything else. Like it's a big operation. Like if I wanted to go big with Baldy's, which I don't, so I want to stay small, this would overwhelm me.
Yeah.
Like the sheer amount of work that goes into it.
And again, it's down to growth. Obviously, my dad started in '94, and we've just got bigger and bigger. Like 4,000 pounds, 5,000, 6,000,
and 40,000,
and then we're now doing like 40,000 a week. But like you say, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, 100%.
But you can see the difference, but we've still managed, hopefully, to keep that.
Keeping quality, yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. There's quite a lot of places that I've been to, and not just like local to me, but when you've been out and about, and the standard is sort of a bit below where it should be. So to come and get like a consistently great pie is like massive credit to you.
But we always say, like, and we've discussed it before, I always think the pie is so undervalued.
Massively undervalued.
You get a coffee for £4.50, £5, no one thinks either.
No.
Yeah, a pie at, our cookie steaks at £4.50, which is dear back. People are like, how much?
Yeah, because it's a pie, they think that it should be cheap, but if you go to McDonald's, that big arch was a £10. It was a 10 quid for a mass-produced frozen burger, and no one's bothered about that. But then, you use like braised beef in a pie. At the moment, the price is astronomical, and everyone loses their hours.
Speaking of beef, this is the big. This is your
Piece de resistance, yeah.
Is it from you?
So this is named after my dad, yeah. So my dad passed away in 2020 before I even thought about doing Baldy. And he looked the same part. To be fair, not being shitty in the inside, but I was just wanting to use the market for it. So this won an award in 2022, and then I revamped the big gym, and I did a different version of it, and that won an award this year at the Power as well.
Was it champion at the end of that? Was it champion?
No, it was a venison that. Yeah, the venison. But this one is this one a bronze, and the other one was silver.
Well, then we got Sarah to be a gold
Best seller. Like, sometimes if you've not got big gym ups, you've got to you won't come up.
Again, mate.
And I'm on the meeting.
You've got the inside there, obviously, again, just a real sort of plain. You've got the 2 spuds, you know what I mean? It's just spuds, meat and potato.
Beauty.
I always find on as well, because depending on the season, you're going to get like harder spuds.
Yeah, seasonal taste.
Yeah, and it's a nightmare.
Yeah. Even honestly, I've worked in restaurants since I was 16, and when they see responsible trying to make chips or anything like that, listen because there's too much sugar in them, and potatoes are hard, and you cook for twice as long. It's just like. So a normal meat potato would not look like this. If you go to a normal pie shop, it'd be like grey, sort of like mash if you like. But you can literally see the meat and the potatoes. Potatoes are separate, which is a good shout.
Right, let's dig in.
Fine. For me, that's the best out of all three. That makes a chunky steak.
Do you like that?
Yeah. That's really good.
I'm talking between this and the pork. I really
Yeah, the
like
pork was good.
You can tell the beef is melting.
Yeah.
You know, that process that you just talked about, it's melting, it's rich.
The onions are folded through there as well. I mean, the onions take 5 hours.
Just to
caramelize. Yeah.
You know, there's a clear difference between our chunky steak and you know what I mean. There has to be. And
Yeah, there's different price points because we do different things.
Yeah.
But
it's
what we both do, like I think, I know I said on the previous video, like pie shop pies. When I say pie shop pies, I mean traditional. That's what I mean by pie shop pie. And I think as a traditional pie shop, what you do is right at the top.
that's what we try and do.
100%, you know, and that's where you want to be. So yeah, I'm definitely thinking like God's here for pie shop pies.
Made that delicious.
The thing is everything's seasoned, and these weren't like pre-cooked before it came. They came straight out of the counter so that you know that everything's going to taste like that. You know, I think that some people, even if it's the pie ones, they send it into products to the pie ones that they wouldn't sell in the shop.
True story this mate. So the time we won gold and silver, and it's come straight from the back, didn't even think about it. We did it another year, we didn't win anything. And I thought, oh, that's strange. So the next year I made a pie with a steak in it. Just to see. So
yeah. I think listen, I send stuff down, it's hit and miss for me. Like I send stuff that I genuinely think's gonna completely smash it.
yeah.
It doesn't even get Bowens.
Yeah.
I didn't let them like, what's going on here? You just don't know what judge you're going to get on the day, and I think that obviously I don't do traditional pies, so I think because it's such a traditional thing down there as well,
Yeah.
some people will think about it and think, what the fuck's that? You know, just the look of it.
Yeah.
What's that? I'm gonna get out of here. But yeah, honestly mate, that's off to you. I think this is great.
Same
And
as well.
I'll have to take some halves back from my wife, she'll kill me otherwise.
It's alright, mate.
Yeah, but you will as well.
I'm definitely taking these. Mate, thank you so much. And you know, we were always talking about maybe doing a collab.
Yeah.
If that's something you guys want to see.
Would you like to see a Baldy's and Bowens collab pie that we could do in bigger numbers and maybe even post it?
Mate, thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Yeah?
Fab.